Hello guys! Since the last videos about leaks, a lot of time has passed, and a lot of good and not so good things have happened. But as usual, I don't stop and continue releasing videos for you. I plan to release several more parts of videos about leaks. Although this time, I should be more careful and take precautions, because take 2 is not sleeping. So don't forget to subscribe and like, and also don't forget about the technical channel. Also, I have a Patreon for those of my subscribers who want to support me financially. By the way, there will be a lot of interesting things on Patreon, especially the fact that videos about leaks will appear earlier than on the channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And the first thing you probably thought about is the title of the video, namely, what does 2.5 mean? Is it the next part of the leaks, or what is it? I answer, this part is intermediate between parts 2 and 3, which I decided to devote mostly to cars. After all, it's Grand Theft Auto. The cars will mostly be from leaks, although some of them may already be in the trailer. This video will not contain leaked footage of GTA 6 because at this stage, I don't see a big need for it. But if you suddenly don't believe me, I'll leave links to the sources in the description. Let's talk about what we know about cars in GTA 6. As I mentioned in previous video, there will be an improved car theft system. You will have a special hacking device to hack the protection of luxury cars. And only after hacking this protection will you be able to steal them. And you will also have a Slim Jim for unlocking car locks. It will allow you to open the doors of old cars. There are also hints that there are hints of some mini-games related to car hacking because there is a mention of Steal Car Full, Steal Car in Progress, Steal Car Fail. So this time it won't be so easy. You can fail to hack the car. There are also events Carjacking Cat and Carjacking Advanced AI. It's not entirely clear what this means, but considering that Rockstar has significantly improved the car hacking mechanics, now you won't just open the car as it was in GTA 5 and Sleeping Dogs, but you'll be messing around somehow and really breaking through the car's protection to steal it. I think they'll add some mini-game during the hack. It's already in 90% of games. This is to make it at least interesting and not just watch a long car hacking animation. And I hope these mini-games won't appear constantly but occasionally, that is, if you have any complications during the hacking process. Or you have little time and you can intervene in the process and somehow pass the mini-game to speed up the car hacking. I think this is a pretty cool innovation. Again, I hope this mini-game won't be on a regular basis. Otherwise, I think many players might get tired of it, and it will be like at the beginning, with Death Stranding when the BB animation couldn't be skipped. And if it's like a random event, like a small activity that happens 2-3 times out of 10 hacks of different cars, it will greatly diversify the gameplay. Also, it's worth noting that car interiors will be very well detailed, and all of this is oriented for the first-person view. And there's a video where developers show how they adjust various details inside the car's interior. You'll be able to change the seat level, raise it, change the backrest tilt, and the question arises, why? Why do we need to adjust the pedals and adjust the mirror? Why all this? But here it's much more interesting than it seems. They showed us all this not so that we could customize the seat tilt level in GTA 6. It's nonsense. All these objects inside the interior are all physical objects, and during a collision with a wall or a train, your glove compartment may open. Any piece of movable interior inside the car may break. And these collisions with the first-person view will be very realistic. In one of my videos, I mentioned that the car physics in GTA 6 will be between GTA 4 and BeamNG Drive. But maybe even more realistic, and most likely Rockstar is precisely working on all these interior details only for the first-person view, so that every crash is realistic because in GTA 5, if you collide with something from the first person, you'll see that your windshield shattered, and that's it. And the whole interior, the whole cabin of your car will be the same as if nothing changed. And in GTA 6, Rockstar is working very hard on this aspect of the game. I'm 100% sure that in GTA 6, cars will impress you with their realism and detail. In the game, they noticeably improved the car damage system during one of the gameplay segments for Lucia driving Jason's car on the highway. It's noticeable that the crashes have become much more spectacular. Cars break into a whole bunch of small parts. But the main thing in all this is that they completely changed the car's behavior physics. Now it won't be like in GTA 5 when cars seem glued to the ground, and you could easily go into any turn at full speed. All of this is in the past. Now each car will have its own physics, and this is directly visible in the gameplay. You'll need to get used to it and study its maneuverability. In other words, it won't be enough for you to just buy some expensive supercar with awesome handling No, all of this is in the past. You'll need to learn to accept the car as it is, learn to drive it, and with each time, with each race, you'll understand it better and become more professional, cooler, and more confident behind the wheel of your favorite car. It's just amazing. And the physics, at least from the video, seems to be something in between GTA 4 and GTA 5, meaning the suspension will be very realistic, of course. It's not a car simulator. It will be somewhat arcade, but not as much as in GTA 5, which personally pleases me quite a lot. Now the most interesting part has come. It's time to talk about the new cars that will first appear in the GTA series, and that will appear in GTA 6. An important point, you should understand that these are not all the new cars that will appear in GTA 6. These are just those small pieces of leaks that appeared in the 1-hour gameplay leak of GTA 6 at the release. There will be significantly more of them. Well, for comparison, so that you understand, in GTA 3 at the start, there were 56 cars. In GTA Vice City, 102 cars. In San Andreas, 189 cars. In GTA 4, together with episodes from Liberty City, 177 cars. In GTA 5 at the release in 2013, there were 251 cars. And now in GTA 5 and in GTA Online, there are more than 700 cars. Just imagine, considering that more than 10 years have passed between GTA 5 and GTA 6. During this time, a huge number of quite cool, sometimes even cult new cars have been released. It's strange. Most of all in all these leaks, there's not a single electric car, not a single Tesla or other electric cars. But on the contrary, there are quite a lot of old cars from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, with gasoline engines, which hints at the fact that the sound design and the roar of the engines in GTA 6 will be preserved and will remain despite the fact that the game's events will already unfold in our time in the 23rd and 24th years, and maybe even in the 25th year. And many people like that there will be few electric cars because they are soulless and sound like vacuum cleaners. I don't completely agree with this, of course. I really like the roar of a V8 engine. Ever since the game Driver. And as for sounding like a vacuum cleaner, although an electric car is quite agile, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. It's hard to disagree with that. I hope this drawback will be fixed. Fortunately, Tesla itself has also released some pretty good cars, so there's material to draw from. But that's not all. There's a list of cars that are supposed to be transferred from GTA 5 to GTA 6. You see it on the screen now. Of course, developers can use these cars just for testing. Just launch them in the game world to see how the artificial intelligence works. And it's not a fact that all of them will appear in GTA 6. All the previous cars are in one way or another new models that appeared in the leaked gameplay of GTA 6. It's nice to see that Rockstar is putting a huge amount of effort and time into working out the smallest details related to cars in GTA 6. But it's understandable why, after all, it's GTA, and we spend about 80% of the time behind the wheel of cars. 10 years have passed. It's long overdue to add all these new features to the brand new part of GTA. Fortunately, technology allows for this. And if in the early leak of the game, which was in development, everything looks so promising, I'm afraid to imagine what awaits us at the release of GTA 6. It's good that we only have to wait just one more year.